it down because then it'll come out 20 years later at a random time when you're at McDonald's, you like, and then you start to cry because your father gave you some good advice that you didn't listen until later in life. Remember that. Now, we're in the final part of the show, which I want to make this really special. It's called 20 questions. Now, I'm going to give Mr. Wonder 20 questions, random, and he's going to give me his answer off the top. This will not be derogatory. This will not be grimy. This will not be stupid. This will be thought-provoking questions and hopefully thought-provoking answers. So, question number 1. Do you fear death?
No.
Okay. Question number 2. Do you fear time?
Yes and no. And I say that because I am a parent. I don't fear death because death is something that's going to happen. But my time on earth with my kids is what I'm scared of. Did I give them enough of my time when that day comes? So, yes, I am kind of scared with time.
A wise man named Pooh Bear told me once, you can either be scared of death or you can be scared of time. You can never be scared of both, but you can never be unscared of none of them. So I wanted to ask you that question. Third question. If you were stranded on a desert island, what are 3 things you would take with you? Not including anything that would get you off the island.
3 things I could take with me. Of course, a cell phone. The cell phone's so essential nowadays. It's like a computer in one. I could stream if I needed to off my phone. I could do a podcast off the phone. So phone is definitely number 1. Another thing, honestly, I would want a few lighters. I'm on a stranded island. I'm gonna need fire. Even though we could create fire, I just need something just in case it's ever moist or something that could kind of help insinuate the flame for me. So a lighter would be good. Third thing, I don't think I'd be without my family. So if my family wasn't with me, I'd probably die the first day on that island. So yeah, that'd be the 3 things: phone, my family, and some lighters. Or you know what comes with lighters too? I have to have my narcotics, bro. If I don't have some sort of,
right.
I'll be really screwed. So yeah, those are the 3.
Okay, number 4. Flying on a plane the rest of your life or going on a boat for the rest of your life?
Ooh. I'll say plane.
Okay. All right. Number 5. Your favorite hip hop artist, not song, just artist, either of all time or at the moment.
Favorite hip hop artist. Funny you mention it. Growing up, I liked a lot of Mystical for some reason, just because he was vulgar, loud, and his music to me, even though I was really young, I understood the secular motions of his songs more than others because it was so blatant and blunt. Like, so I would say Mystical by far took number 1 for me. Other than Mystical, I am also raised with a northern style to me, so I would say anywhere between Nas and Biggie too takes a nudge in favorites as well as like number 1s. If you go on a Wonder right now, you won't get a lot of rap, but if you do get rap, you'll hear the likes of Jay-Z, Nas, Busta, T.I.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not that into like the newer people, so. But if I had to give a number 1 just because of the memories of young, I would give it to Mystical, as weird as it sounds.
Okay. Now, staying with the music, you got the memory in your head. Worst song that you want to erase from time forever, that you never want to hear again?
Worst song that I'll never want to hear again. I just heard my son listening to some dude. We played it on the show a few weeks back. The name of the song was Indiana Jones. We let Skrill listen to it, and it was probably the worst fucking song I've ever heard in my life. And if I could die tomorrow happy if I never hear that song again.
True, because fuck PlayStation is still a banger to me after so many years. So
Oh
Shout out to Lil
man,
Trin.
that's definitely on the list too. And his music gotten
Deep
worse,
cut,
so
ladies and
I didn't
gentlemen.
think about that.
Oh my god. All right. Number 6. If you had a choice and only one choice, blunts or rolling papers in the sense of white papers.
Rolling Papers.
Okay. All right. I respect that. I'm more of a blunt guy. I can tell myself I get that. All
I
right.
used to be a heavy blunt guy, but
Yeah.
I don't know. Something about a paper now is just a little bit.
It's
I
easier.
feel a
No,
little better.
but I mean in the paper, like the white papers, like the small ones that are like this, like just simple joints.
Oh, I use raw paper, so it's kind of hard. Like if it was a JOB or something to that nature, I'd
Yeah.
probably go back to blunt. Yeah.
Yeah. By the way, ladies and gentlemen, go find MagX. It's cheap. It's hemp. It's delicious.
He actually gave me one of those guys. I could condone in that. It was actually
It's
pretty good.
fucking good. Yeah, it's really good. They have a new flavor now. It's grape. I can't find that motherfucker. Like I saw it once on the floor, and I've been going around 3 towns trying to find that one grape flavor. I'm like, motherfucker, I know it's here somewhere. It's somewhere in Puerto Rico. I'll find it. But number 7, favorite drink that you will only have once before your last day on earth.
If I would die right, if I was on death row and it was my last meal, I would ask for strawberry lemonade.
Nice. Okay. All right. Worst candy that you've ever had.
Oh boy, hold on. I think I lost connection.
I got you. You're still here. You're still here.
All right. What was the question?
Worst candy you've ever had in your life.
Worst candy. Oh, easy. I did a game with my son a few years ago. It was called Bean Boozle. Like it was some sort of like jelly beans, but the jelly beans have different flavors if you don't get the correct
my
flavor.
son
So
bought that shit
dirty
too one time. I got
laundry or
disgusted.
dirty dishes and shit like that. It was fucking by far the worst taste I've ever had in my mouth.
Okay.
So the Bean Boozle game.
Yeah, my son bought the Harry Potter magic fuck random. Oh my god, why? One was just vomit. They literally made one called Vomit. I don't know why they made it, but all right. Number 8. If you had a choice, would you stick with an iPhone, but with the opportunity of people watching your phone sometimes, or an Android, but you really can't like do all the high tech stuff? You just use it for like a phone and maybe watch YouTube on it.
Bro, I'm a YouTuber. I just stick with the iPhone if I have all the technology features and y'all can watch me. So I have nothing to hide.
Okay. All right. Let's see. Number 9 would be river, beach, or mountain.
Ooh. All right, so we live in South Florida, so we have a lot of beaches. I think I'm beached out, to be honest. Like I'm always at the beach, unless I'm going somewhere different out the country just to check their beach out. Other than that, I would probably go mountain since we don't have that. And I went hiking a few years back, and I absolutely loved it. And it was during the snowing time. Yeah, I'm just gonna go mountain. Definitely mountain.
I respect that. All right, that's cool. Number 10. This is a very good one for me. Number 10 question will be: if you were sponsored by Nike, would you wear neon, like the brightest? If you remember the Simpsons episode when Homer made a car, so imagine that concept for a shoe. If someone's like, hey, we're going to make you a shoe called the Homer, and it's the most disgusting, ugliest fucking shoe there is, but they sponsored you, would you wear it?
Yes.
I would have done the same thing too. All right, fine. Number 11 is actually a really good one. It's 11 and 12. Number 11 is, what is your favorite movie of all time that you can show your kid, and then you would hope your kid shows his kid?
Ooh, I'm a movie guy, so I have a list of movies, but
top three.
That you say that. When my 5-year-old was born in the hospital, we didn't even leave the hospital yet. He's in my arms and we were watching Friday. So I'm going to go ahead and say Friday has to be the movie of choice that I could watch. So yeah.
Okay. I respect that. For me, it's Scott Pilgrim versus the World. My son loves that. We still talk about that every single time. Second movie that I watch, but it goes over his head, and I hope later on in life he gets to understand it, Scarface. Like it goes over his head. And I always tell him, people who are watching, there's a special trick that I learned from a guy named, like one of my friend Pooh Bear. Watch it once and always focus on Tony Montana, right? Then the next time you watch it, Tony Montana is the secondary actor, and everybody else are the primaries. Whole new experience. Whole new fucking experience, ladies and gentlemen. Check that out. Now,
But what rewatch the movie then?
no, you do. Like I told my girlfriend that we watched it last week. I'm like, oh, I've seen this movie. Like, okay, now watch it, and you're just gonna focus on Manolo. You're gonna focus on Sosa. You're gonna focus on this guy. You never focus on Tony. Tony's a bad guy. Focus on Chi-Chi. What did you remember? You remember the divert? I give a good example. The scene where Tony kills his ex-boss and the police guy, right? And Chi-Chi's in the corner with the Uzi with the silencer on it.
Yeah.
If you watch that scene again, Chi-Chi is doing all these mannerisms that go with the story. If Tony gets aggressive, he gets aggressive. If Tony gets calm, he gets calm. When Tony killed the cop, he was ready to go, and he was fine. When he told Bert, "You want a job?" Or Ernie,
Yeah.
Ernie, you want a job? Before he said, "Ernie, you want a job?" Chi-Chi was fine. The second Tony turned to Ernie, Chi-Chi's like, didn't even say anything. Ernie, you want a job? And he put it down. Hey, man, you got a job. And that just tells you Chi-Chi is so psychotic. He'll kill you like that. But then he salutes you when you got a job. So stuff like that. Really cool stuff. Now, number 13. The worst movie you've ever seen. Ever.
Worst movie ever seen. A new one I just watched the other day that took the mantle. It had to be How High 2.
Oh my God, that's the most stupidest dumb movie ever. Oh my God.
Worst movie ever created.
The industry really thought Little Yachty was going to the moon. They really thought he was going to the moon, and he just went to the ground. So okay.
Honestly, and not even How High 2 and House Party. The remake.
LeBron?
Yes.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
That one was terrible. Sad? Like when they went into the House Illuminati Party and Kid Cudi, and I was like, bro, this is not.
You know what's even sadder? House Party 3 is one of the worst House Party 3 films ever. Yet it's one of the best compared to the remake.
Oh yeah.
Because like the director was really into fat girls. That's why he kept putting the fat girls in the movie. Like he just kept putting them in there. Like, why? He's like, no, that's one of my things. You know, I'm like, all right, I respect it.
You're the director, but that House Party, the new one, that one they could have done without even remaking it.
Oh, I got one even better. I got two. John Leguizamo's The Pest, the worst Latino movie, overly racist, stupid. I had to watch it with my girlfriend again, high as hell. I regret it. And the second movie that my girlfriend's like, and my girlfriend is very into musicals, and she's like, let's watch Mamma Mia. I've never seen it before. I'm like, all right, fine. I watch
Mamma Mia is by far the corniest musical.
Not even the corniest, the most ass backwards. Because you got all these people, like if you watch it again, everyone's tan. How the fuck did everyone get tan in Greece? Like, and then there's no Greek people in the movie except the people that are standing that are not talking. Everyone's not Greek. Fuck! My girlfriend's like, I'm sorry. Sorry, you fucking asshole. Fuck that shit. Number 14. Favorite video game that you would love to play. And number 15, would you remake it?
It's gonna forever be Grand Theft Auto San Andreas. If they made 6 with if they just took all the modding community that they could do in the RP and mix it with San Andreas, it'll be the ultimate Grand Theft Auto game.
I respect that. For me, it's Grand Theft Auto 3 because it had Moving Shadow. It was a drum and bass. I love drum and bass, ladies and gentlemen. So when I would play the game, and I was in the Navy when it happened, I would literally just park my car in the game and just leave it there. But then you can't leave it forever because then a hooker comes out of nowhere and like someone tries to jack you. So it's just like, okay. And you would remake that. Okay, I'm fine. The game I would love to remake would be, I think it's a weird one, actually. I would remake Resident Evil again, but do it more modern. The first one, like the first Resident Evil, and do it
almost like what they did with Doom.
Yeah, something like that, like more like first person. Because Resident Evil 7, I haven't. By the way, I've seen it and I played it. And I've always liked that aspect, so you can go back to that. You don't have to do the whole tank control shit. You don't have to. That's me. All right, number 16. This is a very good one. If you had a choice, and this is a choice, and this is nothing against your wife and your kids. If you had a choice between Little Kim and Megan Thee Stallion, Little Kim, prime Little Kim, before she had to get her stomach pumped out, and Megan Thee Stallion, who you going for? We could change Little Kim to Foxy as well. You remember Foxy from the 90s, or Eve,
Foxy Brown
as well. Foxy Brown, or
okay.
Or
See,
Eve.
now if you put Eve in the picture, I would definitely choose Eve over Megan, but everybody else would have been Megan.
Yeah, exactly. I give it that.
Yeah.
I was gonna say it was either gonna be like Eve or Sade or Lauryn Hill. Like just
Eve, Sade, and Lauryn Hill will definitely be over Megan. But
Yeah.
Little Kim, Foxy Brown, Kaya, any of them in that nature of that time, I will give it to Megan.
Yes, that's what I said. I like Megan. I'm not really a Megan Thee Stallion fan. I'm not. I mean, I like a big ass, but there's nothing up there.
I'm only talking about looks here. I'm not talking about music. Just looks.
I can go like yeah. I can even one better. Let's make this a truly debatable thing. Eve versus Jennifer Lopez, 1996 in Living Color. That Jennifer Lopez, the dancing Jennifer Lopez, the big ass.
I'm gonna take dancing Jennifer Lopez. I'm taking dancing Jennifer Lopez.
That's why I had to be specific. Like before she got
Fly Girl Jennifer Lopez overbeats everything.
Okay, all right. Number 17. We're rounding out, ladies and gentlemen. Number 17. If you had a choice to live for a year, paid and everything, these are the three choices: Russia, Alaska, South Africa.
I'm gonna go with Alaska.
Okay. They pay you anyway, so that's pretty good. Okay. Number 18.
Yeah.
If you can send your kid to a school to better educate himself, but it's far away and he would be gone for 3 years, would you do it? You can visit him like once a year. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Listen to that one. This kid said that as fast before I even said it. Just like, yes. Okay.
Better education out of the States? Yeah.
Yeah.
Most definitely.
I live here and I'd rather put my son in private school, ladies and gentlemen. He will actually get somewhere in life. But that's no here nor there. Number 18. If you had the chance to be in an action movie with somebody, who would be the actor you would want to be with? And would you be the token black guy that dies first for extra money? Or would you be the black guy that survives at the end for less?
I will be the black guy that survives in the end for less.
Yeah.
And action hero, I might have to go. Oh man. Well, since it's no thinking, I'm just say Tony Jaa.
Okay, Tony Jaa.
A black guy that survives with Tony Jaa. Yeah.
Okay. Now, number 19 is a very specific question because we're talking about this. Gina Davis and Samuel L. Jackson. Well, Gina Davis in her autobiography and Samuel L. Jackson confirmed this. They want to do the Long Kiss Goodnight number 2. If you remember the first movie, that's the only one that Gina Davis did that's like a female John Wick. Yeah. So in a shootout, John Wick, the Long Kiss Goodnight, or the guy from Nobody, or the guy from Better Call Saul.
I had this conversation, and it was Mr. Nobody, John Wick, and the Equalizer.
Okay, 4-way. Equalizer, John Wick, Nobody, and the girl from the Long Kiss Goodnight. Because the girl skated on ice and shot 3 guys with precision in the head like it was nothing. So I have to put her in the ranking. Got to put her in there.
John Wick killed about 5 to 7 niggas with a pencil.
True.
John Wick also went through the police station, went through the train station, shooting that camera. Was it Common? And no one knew that was happening, bro. That was such a. Then ended up almost killing him in the subway. I'm going to go with John Wick.
Okay,
it's going to be between John Wick and Equalizer at the end.
Now the counteract the pencil thing. Gina Davis in The Long Kiss Goodnight killed a guy with a pie. Like just face palmed with a pie. With a fucking pie. And her lines of like, I'm gonna see you die, I'm gonna see you screaming I'm like, I love that. Again, I love that movie because Samuel L. Jackson should have died 40 minutes into it, Yet they're like, you know what? We paid him. He has to survive. He got shot. He got thrown off a building. He got blown up. It's like he's still alive. So shout out to Samuel Jackson. I'll give you that. And the last question.